Scarborough, the seaside town that proudly gave Britain its very first seaside spa resort, and still hasn't let us forget it. Here you'll find sandy beaches, donkey rides, and a castle so old it makes the local pubs look like new builds. The North Sea is bracing enough to wake the dead, but don't worry, there's always an ice cream waiting to help you recover from the hypothermia. Add in arcades, fish and chips, seagulls with criminal records, and you've got a seaside classic with more charm than a stick of Brighton rock.
Oh look, tour the film sets of cheap movies.
Scarborough was never one of those places that was on my radar. I always thought of it as probably a little bit tacky. You know, one of those seaside British towns with all those tacky things that you get
Zoltar again.
when you go to the seaside. I come from a place where the coastlines are rugged, the beaches are spacious.
It's turbans at it though.
So I didn't expect it to be anything special.
Scarborough. Is there more to this place than donkey rides, fish and chips, candy floss, deck chairs on the beach, and the uninviting North Sea? Or is there more to this place? Has it got any history, culture, anything of interest? Well, today's the day we're going to find out. I'm in Scarborough, and we're going to see what Scarborough looks like in 2025. Did you know that long before Brighton and Blackpool were the old Victorian, gems of the country, one place led the way? This is it. This is Scarborough. He's the driver. Does this thing need a driver? It's on rails, for God's sake.
There's got to be a responsible person on board in case something goes wrong.
I suppose it has, yeah, I never thought of that.
Can you imagine,
Yeah.
tram fatalities in Scarborough?
They haven't exactly got many traffic lights to deal with, has he?
No.
So hang on a minute. You're telling me that thing just goes up and down here all day long?
Yeah, every 5 minutes, there's one up, one down.
Right. Oh, look. I wonder if they're counterweighted.
What I don't get is it's
Yeah.
£1.50 one way
Yeah.
when you could walk up those steps for free.
Exactly.
So it literally just goes up there and that's it.
That's it, yeah. You know why?
No.
And Victorians were lazy sods. All they wanted to do was stroll along the promenade here and get a free ride home or a cheap ride home up to the top of the hill. Bloody Victorians. And the funicular railways being all fancy. Yeah, we'll take that later. Excellent.
It's all over, £1.50, it's all over in about 20 seconds.
Let's come back and get it later. Come on. Let's get out of here. That would be the big reveal, wouldn't it? You'd arrive on the other side at the front, check into reception or whatever it is, then they'd take you up to your room, you'd get into your room, and you'd arrive up there, and you'd suddenly see these spectacular sea views as you get into your room. Imagine that.
That'd be cool.
I mean, that's one of the most exciting things about arriving in a hotel, at least for me it is, getting up to the window and seeing what view you've got.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You arrive here, you've come on your horse and carriage because you're posh, and you've arrived round at the front, and you get this to see.
Get the funicular down to the beach.
You get the funicular down, yeah, you've got the funicular, you've got your lighthouse, your castle walls. Take your day strolling on the beach with your umbrella, like a true Victorian.
Up to the spa bit.
Up to the spa, exactly. Have a bit of health treatment up at the spa.
That's all right, that is. Should we go up there?
Let's get up there. I think these two lost their way to Whitby.
Definitely.
Yeah. God, I tell you what, there's public pisses everywhere down here, though. I'll give them that. Imagine all the 40p's they're making.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah. It's like, this is one of the biggest money makers for Scarborough.
It is, isn't it? All right.
Cheap beer in spoons, walk down the beach and 40 pisses.
We're not making a carry-on film, love. This is not carry-on goat. Oh.
So what do you know about Scarborough then, Jay?
Scarborough? Well, let me tell you. Scarborough, more or less, grew to this size because in 1626, a young lady called Thomasin Farrer, she was the daughter of some big knob in the area, she discovered a bubbling spring down here on the south cliff, right? And she tasted this and thought, this is not fresh water. This is full of minerals. It was really sort of minerally.
Had a right funny taste to it.
It had a funny taste to it. So she thought, this could be helpful. This could help my gout. I don't know, maybe this will help my athlete's foot and my fungal toe infection or something, you know, or Thomasina. So she started bathing her feet in it. And what do you know? It worked out, cured her. So from then on, people started flocking to Scarborough to cure all their minor ailments. And lo and behold, Scarborough grew into this ginormous, great spa resort town, to the point where a spa was built especially for them. You've got the Grand just there, you've got the spa building just here to my left.
Yeah.
That was built in 1700. So about 80 something years later, roughly 80 years later, after the first spring was found with all its mineral water and its healthy factors, that people thought, I know, we'll head down to Scarborough to treat all these minor illnesses and ailments that we have. So only the rich people could afford to come here at that time. So all the wealthy people would come down in their carriages from inland and other places, and they'd get treated at the mineral springs here in Scarborough. So hang on a minute, so you're telling me that not only is Anne Bronte buried here, she and all her siblings died of TB and consumption through drinking contaminated water that had somehow come through the graveyard.
Well, they down as dying of TB, but historians later uncovered that it was likely to be like a waterborne illness, because the water they were drinking was going via a graveyard, so God knows what was in that they were drinking, because they all died of it.
Something about the water in Scarborough. We'll come back to that. Slimy astroturf. Are you going up there? Hang on.
Oh, not a chance.
I was going to say.
I mean, seriously.
There's a reason why there's nobody on that.
That's a broken neck waiting to happen, isn't it? Oh! Jesus.
Soggy astroturf. No, yeah, okay, go on then. Have you shit yourself? Stand back! Shit myself! There it is.
That's normal.
1626, Thomasin Farrer discovers a bubbling spring down here on the south hillside. She has a little taste. It tastes all bitter and all minerally, and she decides that that is going to be good for the health. And what do you know? This place blows up. And in 1700, it must have been so popular, they built this place, the Scarborough Spa, where all the rich people in the area could come and enjoy and treat their minor ailments. Or at least they thought they were. And this is it, the fabulous Scarborough Spa building. I tell you what would be worth a look, is that this looks like a facade. It's just a big glass thing there, look. Yeah. And then this brutalist looking block,
That's horrible.
that is brutalist. That's like an American guy. It's like one of his constructions. Brutalist was kind of like Russian architecture style.
Communist blocks.
Well, a little bit, yeah. They discovered sort of the magic of building out of concrete. So they quite enjoyed just sort of building these big constructions from concrete. It's weird, it's ugly and yet lovely at the same time. To me, anyway. I can tell you don't like it.
Not really, it just doesn't...
It's a bit of a clash, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive clash.
They've done a right balls up of a job of it.
Yeah, they have.
It was only in 1845 that they brought the railway here. Up until then, only the real posh people could come to Scarborough to get their treatment at the spa just there. But after 1845, when the railway arrived, of course, all the working class people could come and also get treatment and enjoy the luxuries of the spa. So that's what happened. The railway arrived and the town grew as all the working classes came and spent their little bit of extra money enjoying life here at the spa. The place grew to the size it is today. Really quite fun. Look at this. Look at the size on that. I bet none of that was there in the 1800s. And that all grew to that size. Scarborough's a funny little place. I didn't really know what to expect when I came here. Well, I kind of expected seaside, you know, donkey rides, fish and chips, seagulls, that sort of thing, but I didn't know what the feel was going to be like. I expected it to be run down, you know, a bit tacky, obviously, that sort of thing. And it's weird because if you pick this place up and stuck it down on the Kent coast somewhere within an hour's train ride of London or something like that, man, this would be a hipster heaven. It would be really cool, without a doubt. I think it's still got potential for that. It's just it's quite a long way up north, up in Yorkshire. I mean, look, apart from the spa, which is there, and wherever all this is, it's ripe for rejuvenation. It really is. You've got these colourful beach huts. It's a pretty pleasant spot. The beach is actually really nice. No wonder people came here. You've got these cliffs going out there onto Whitby, things like that. A really big, long, sandy beach on this South Bay. You've got the town and these nice houses overlooking the Grand Hotel. So it's a pretty impressive looking place. It's just in the wrong part of the country, I guess. You're not going to get your hipsters moving up here, are you? Or maybe you will. Maybe I'll be one of the first. You never know. You should go for a dip. You can dry your feet in the sand. I'll give them to you afterwards. I've got spare socks, weirdly. All will be revealed later on in the video. Look at these waves. What a spectacular sight that actually is. Look at that. It's quite nice. Big sweeping bay, old Victorian town at the end of it. Massive Grand Hotel, the wheel. And a lady going for a paddle. Just like Victorian times. Look at that, no messing, straight in. If you like this sort of silliness, and you like learning about different parts of the country and other countries, and having explores and checking out new things, give it a like, give me a comment, stuff like that. And it really helped me try and grow this channel a bit, and I can do more of this sort of exploring of the UK. Showing it to you in a light-hearted, humorous, semi-factual fashion.
When was the Grand Hotel built then?
The Grand Hotel, that massive building there, that was built in 1867. And at the time, it was the largest brick-built building in Europe, not even the UK, right? And it was definitely the largest hotel in Europe. So probably all of Europe, Germans, the French, everyone, they were all jealous as hell of our massive building here. And they were so jealous, the old Germans shelled it in 1914 in World War I. From out there, 3 warships out on the sea, shelled the hell out of it. Jealous gits, the Germans, you know. That was a bit racist. I didn't mean to be racist to the Germans, by the way. They were bad people back in the day. They're all right today, they're great. Yeah, they're sound. There's a part of me thinks this could be the next big thing, you know. Because like all the coastal towns around the country, right, are all getting swamped by, you know, rich Londoners and people wanting to live by the coast and that sort of thing. But Scarborough's got something attached to its name. It's got a tackiness. It's got like a nastiness, a tackiness attached to it, hasn't it, right? So maybe that'll help keep the costs down, to keep the prices down. So it could be the next big thing. We could move up here, buy a gaff in Scarbados, maybe even overlooking the sea in one of those big terraces up there or something. And who knows, it could double in prices over the next 5 years. We could be worth a mint, and then we get to relax by the sea. Drink cups of tea, pints of warm, mild, drinking the Wetherspoons every Tuesday afternoon.
Sounds idyllic.
Get on a mobility scooter and hit the streets. What do you reckon?
I'm in.
We can come down here, look, on the prom. We can mobility scooter our asses off down here. We can get one each and have races and everything. We could be the new Scuzz on the block.
That would be so cool. Could be a digital nomad.
Yeah.
And then retire.
That could be a digital granddad.
That is the dream.
Yeah.
Sod Costa Rica.
Sod Costa Rica. Who wants Costa Rica when you've got Scarbados to live in?
I'm literally on my way to the estate agents now.
Yeah, let's go.
Right, I think we'll leave that there, shall we? That's enough for part 1 of Scarborough. But come back next week for part 2, when you can expect to see things like this, and even this. That's part 2, Scarborough, next week. I will see you then.